So back down here, because I don't want to have to like be super quiet when I'm doing the reading recommendations. So I just decided to help with it. I'll put them here, and it's because I just finished them, and it took me pretty much all day to finish the ones that I finished. It's not all the ones you'll see here, but I will go over all the ones that I finished today. That was just today. It was at least one of each of these. Yeah, there's a lot of books. 19 issues in total that I had to finish by today, but by tomorrow. I it was just like it wasn't like I made myself finish them. It was more just like I'm going on a good streak. Like I'm not like super sick and tired of it. Still, some I was, but for the most part I wasn't. But without further ado, let's get into it. The first and foremost, and the one that I would say, well, actually, we're gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go. We'll go through the ones I didn't like, and then the ones that I did. Most of them I did like. So this one's an exception. This one, most of them I did end up liking. But there was a few of them that were just like, eh. And one that was downright awful. And that one, and this is before I'm gonna preface this by saying this is not like, it's because it's dated, and that's the Batman Archives Volume 1. I should have put into effect. I should have kind of sort of realized that these are older Batman stories, and these are not older Batman. I knew that, but I really should have like thought about it before I got it, because I should have realized this is the first 23 issues of Batman. It's not going to be as good. And I knew it wouldn't be as good, but my point is that I read Detective Comics 27 and 38 in the Batman collections that I have at that, the Batman A Celebration of, not that one, Detective, so hard to say, Detective Comics 80 Years book. And I like the earlier issues, like the early issues of Batman that were in there, and the Joker one, and all those ones I was reading. I liked those, so I don't know what was so different. And I kind of realized after that it was because it was just issue 27, issue 38, then it skipped to at least issue 60, which is well after this one. And it was so basic. Like, there was nothing of substance. It's like buying, instead of buying, like, cheddar cheese crackers or any other kind of crackers, they just buy like original, like no anything on it, like just like a stale cracker basically. That's this book. Just not good, and it's just very basic. Like basic Batman now would be better than basic Batman this, because at least they'd be trying, because they know they've established a character. And again, I know it's an early Batman story and the character is not established, but I've heard like the earlier Batman stories he kills, and he's not like the Batman we know him as today. And I guess I just thought that'd be more than what I actually got. And also, it was very like formulaic. Like every issue was pretty much the same, and like pretty much the same, just a different villain, obviously. Well, sometimes the villain returns, but different villain most of the time, and it was pretty much it. It was just they fought a villain. Oh, can they get out of this one? Oh, they do. The end. Yeah, very basic. I will be getting I did solicit the Dynamic Duo series, which is Batman from the 60s, and I'm gonna get hopefully the same week, although I don't think so, because I did days later. I actually just put it in today. The Batman 66 show. This next one I'm gonna get a lot of hate for, and I might give a second chance to, but I didn't really like Usagi Yojimbo. I didn't hate it. It's just it wasn't my thing, and that's all I'm gonna say about it. This next one was just another one where it's early stories of this character that's been around for a good amount of time. Actually, he just got his 30-year anniversary, and that's Deadpool Classic Volume 3. One of two, I want to say, that I reread, and this one I wanted to give a second chance to, and the other one I made a big mistake with. But this one, it's just, it's just Deadpool. It's not even Deadpool PG-13 because PG-13 Deadpool is edgier than this. This is PG Deadpool. This is Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon for kids Deadpool. And I get the Comics Code back then had to adhere to. It was still, even though it was the 90s, they still had to kind of follow the Comics Code authority, which no, they really didn't. I think Spider-Man told more and had more mature like jokes, like like had like more PG-13 elements than this did. This is just stupid. Not even good. No real jokes. It's Joe Kelly. I'm not a huge fan of Joe Kelly. There's actually another Joe Kelly book that I'll be reviewing. Right now, actually, let's get to that one right now. That's Shazam. Now, this is anthology, not anthology, but you get a bunch of random issues. All the Golden Age ones sucks. I hated them all. None of them were good. Then you got the ones from the 70s. One of them was the Superman one, I think I liked. Yeah. I think it was the short one. Whatever the short one was, let's see. World's Finest, maybe? I don't know. None of them really stuck with me. The one by Roy Thomas was awful. The Legion 91 one kind of just ended. Legion 91, like, was 1991. Issue 31, that one just kind of ended. It was kind of weird. It was good, though. I still liked it. The Power of Shazam ones were amazing. They were incredible. They were so damn good. The Jerry Ordway at his fucking best. That was so damn good. Like, I almost want to seek out that Power of Shazam trades, or because it's $34.99 digitally. DC just is bad with pricing. When they have sales, their cheapest book, unless they're having a super sale, is $5.99, and that's for a book like this size. I'll be reviewing this next, but this size will be $5.99, and this would be $2.99 at $3.99 at the most for Marvel sales. Yeah, DC sucks there with everything with their pricing on digital. They do have good pricing on like bigger books like War Games. Was $10 for each volume, but of course Amazon, their volume 2 was $15, and I was like, you know what, let's get Batman Black and White instead. And it was good. I got that because Amazon had it cheaper than DC. Okay, Power Shazam was good. The Action Comics one was one by Joe Kelly, and that one was like, I'm done. The JSA Jeff Johns one, if it was issue 1, I would have read it, but it was issue 48, and I was like, they're gonna reference earlier issues. I'm just gonna get the JSA books. I want to get that JSA series by Jeff Johns. I've heard that's so damn good from everyone. There was a Shazam in the Monster Society of Evil. That one's the baby book one by Jeff Smith, kid book. But yeah, I was like, nope. And then the Justice League one I already read, but it was also by Jeff Johns. Irony there. The new 52 one. That was incredible. That was Shazam at his damn best. Get that one if you want to reach a good Shazam. And if you want to get the Power Shazam ones I liked, I get that in a local library. Not worth getting 3 issues for $40, and it's same price on Amazon. Black Canary was okay. It started out pretty good, but I was never like, oh my god, yay, I get to read Black Canary next. I was like, yeah, Black Canary, okay, why not? When I was because I wanted to finish this today, I had 3 issues left, and you know, guys know how I read two in one sitting or one day. I should just say that 2 in one day when I have 2 left. It kind of got to be a pain in the ass, even though it was just one more issue. Not as much of a pain in the ass as Batman, but that was 5 because, or was it 4? Yeah, I have it written down. Actually, it's 1 more, right? I don't think I wrote that down. No, it was 5. Wow. Yeah. Because I totally miscalculated. Because I read 2. I might be behind. Maybe one behind. Because I feel like it wasn't 5. Could be wrong. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like they were short too, mercifully short. That was the word I was looking for. The mercifully short. Promethea by Alan Moore. The fuck happened to Alan Moore? Did he just like fall off the map? This is the same guy that wrote Watchmen, and he writes Wonder Woman, but lame and stupid. Okay, it wasn't that bad. In fact, at first, it started out pretty good. Like I was like, yeah, I'll read the next one, but it's just kind of like when you really think about it, it's kind of lame, boring, and just not interesting. And it's the same like that America's Greatest Comics ones, that imprint, and they're also by Alan Moore, and it was there was that Tom Strong. That's what it was. A Tom Strong one, and one other one that I'll remember the name of when I'm uploading this video. But those are all awful. I didn't like any of them. Promethea was definitely the best out of them, and I'm sure next week I'll be like, you know what? I might give the second one. I might get the second volume. And now on to the good ones finally. All right, I think you're all good. Sex Criminals Volume 2. So damn good. This series, it's like they find my only complaint with this series is a huge ass nitpick and does not hinder my score at all. But the issues were I think the issues are 30 bucks are 30 pages each, whereas the normal comic is 22 to 23 pages each. Well, the average comic book is 22 pages. And it felt a bit longer. Yeah, I felt the length of each issue, but they were still so damn good. So many twists and turns. Just not twists and turns. There was like stuff that happened. I wouldn't say huge twists, like oh my god, I didn't see that one coming. But like it was like, damn, it floors you. So damn good. I highly recommend this series. This one, oh no, of 3, not of 2. And my second Deadpool one, Deadpool Soul Hunter. Much better than the first volume. We're getting good. We're getting to good Jerry Dugan ones. One more, and then I'll be getting to the ones I have not read of this run. Yeah, but yeah, just as good as I remember it, if not better. Highly recommend that Jerry Dugan series. Do not get the Joe Kelly one, unless you like Joe Kelly. I've heard that Joe Kelly is an acquired taste, like how like with Grant Morrison, but Joe Kelly's not like Grant Morrison. Like Grant Morrison because he's very confusing and he has like a lot to. It's like there's a lot going on with Grant Morrison books. Paper Girls, Volume 4. I am praying that they have Volume 5 on local intro loans, because I'll be pissed off if they don't. This is such a damn good series. It's so not encapsulating. It's kind of over. Yeah, it's captivating. There you go, captivating. It's so damn good. This was when I had to read this. Sorry, I just thought someone's coming downstairs. It was my daddy's coming down here. This was the one that I was excited to read. I never was like, oh, Paper Girls, gonna read that one next. Like, yeah, let's read this one next. So damn good. Wait, that one's still $12.99, right? No, $14.99. Spawn. Still better than a bunch of 90s books that were coming out around that time. Even Image ones that were coming out around that time. Near the end, it kind of got like, I wouldn't say no, it was not confusing. It just actually did. It was more confusing and more. It's too much going on. I feel like they should just focus on the one storyline they're going at. But yeah, I'm still gonna. They have the compendium on the ILL solicits. I doubt that they're gonna be able to solicit it because it's a new book. Unless they have the first printing, which I doubt they do because it's worth a lot of money now. But if they do, then I'll be happy. But I don't mind waiting for that one to come out. I'm not gonna spend money on something that I can just wait 6 months for. Superman Action Comics. This is the one that I made a huge mistake on. I thought that because it's Rebirth, I thought they'd have Volume 2, at least Volume 2, local library ILL, whatever the hell. That's what I should call it from now on. They don't. And I'm so pissed because I love this series. Just like the Paper Girls, I'll be pissed that they don't have a second volume. I might just for shits and giggles, I might get it. See if they have it, but yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of speedrunning. I'm kind of speedrunning these. Titan's Old Friends. Now, this was coming out around the time when Jeff Johns started his run on Teen Titans. And I guess this is a companion book of sorts. It's definitely a companion book because they kind of talk. The books kind of talk to one another. But what was good is that Teen Titans really talked with Titans, and not in the other way around too. But this is damn good. I definitely highly recommend this one, especially the Jeff Johns run of Teen Titans. And it's so funny because I watched the original Teen Titans show before I read the comics. I didn't for each one. I read 3 of those today. I didn't do that for each one. I'll watch it once per day if I'm gonna read Teen Titans next. And it's kind of funny because it's like I read the characters' voices when I read a comic. I read it in their voices for the most part. Sometimes it's hard to do because the comics are so different than the TV show. And finally, Wonder Woman Volume 5. I'm not pissed that I did that I solicited Volume 6 like the second day I got this. I was reading it at least because this is so damn good. I know that they do a lot of disservice to Wonder Woman's past and her legacy and whatever with the Amazons and with her origin story. But it's still good. If you ignore the big disservice to her origin story and how it's kind of like makes the Amazons look bad and actually they make them look even worse, a hell of a lot worse. If you ignore that big misstep, but that big downside, I think you'll enjoy it because it's damn good writing. It's Brian Azzarello at his best. Well, and also 100 Bullets, but I feel like even after reading 100, when I didn't like 100 Bullets, the first time I read 100 Bullets, I didn't like it. I don't know why, because the second time I read it, I was like, what the hell were you on? This is so damn good. 100 Bullets, I highly recommend. But I still would have liked the Wonder Woman series. 100 Bullets just kind of seemed too, I think it was just too weird for me back when I read it the first time. It was also when I was just starting to get into non-mainstream comics. Like the only other non-mainstream one I didn't read I read was Watchmen, and that was only a couple issues at a time, just because I was reading other books. I've got to get back on Watchmen because that was like my favorite comic that wasn't technically a superhero comic, like very indie. Because even though it's by DC, I still count as an indie book. All right, so let's speed round these, or even more. So, not to recommend 2 out of 10. NA out of 10 just because I might give it a second chance. Not my thing. I might not. I don't know. It's good that it's at my local library, so I'll just list it again. 2 out of 10. Non-recommend. The Batman, when I say non-recommend, I'm not saying you shouldn't read it, for the most part. I'm not saying that. For Deadpool and Batman and Promethea, I would say, look at that. Still, check it out. Just okay. 5 out of 10. 4 out of 10. And the Power of Shazam, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Everything else, I'd give like a 1 out of 10, pretty much. Or a 2 out of 10. I mean, yeah. 4 out of 10, okay, 6 out of 10. Actually, I'm giving Shazam a 5 out of 10. The only reason why I give Shazam a 5 out of 10 is because most of the book I didn't like, but the Power of Shazam ones, like, that stole the show. That's the whole reason why I'm getting it a 5 out of 10. And that would be, like, I would say 6 out of 10 for Shazam. Let's do that, 6 out of 10 for Shazam. Sex Criminals Volume 2, 9 out of 10. Highly recommend. Deadpool by Jerry Dugan, Volume 2, Soul Hunter, 8 out of 10. Recommended. 9 out of 10 for Paper Girls, highly recommend. And this is Volume 4, I don't know if I mentioned that. The last one they had in my local library. Pretty good, 7.5 out of 10. So damn good, and 9.5 out of 10, or 9 out of 10. So it's like I'm going a higher score than this one. Titans, what's Volume 1, Old Friends, I think it's called, right? Yeah. Good one, 8 out of 10. Got a little like convoluted at the end. And then Wonder Woman, 9 out of 10. Recommend. High recommend. And that is it. Tomorrow it'll be the hall for library hall. I don't know what I'll call it. I mean, depending if I get a lot of books again, I'll call it "It Happened Again." And then Tuesday it'll be Deceased, and then probably and then April hall, and then a break probably. I don't know if I'm going shopping this weekend. Although I think this Saturday is gonna be a free comic book day. So, yep. Shit. Great. Because I didn't want to go this weekend. I may not. I may just skip out on that this year. I don't know. I think I'll do. You know what I'll do? I'll just get weekly books. Because I don't want to get. There we go. I don't want to get 400 books again. Because I don't want to spend all my money again. I gotta save money. With money, I did save money, but I didn't spend all my money. It's just like I kind of want to take a break from this week. I don't know. 21 minutes. All right, I'm gonna end this. Bye. I get that from my friend. That's why she always says to me, I'm leaving. She goes, bye. God, I miss them. It's mainly because of. I would say it's more because of COVID. Because I feel like there's, it's not because if it was up to me, I would definitely be up with them. But I think it's just like a mixed group. Like some are more scared than others. Also, she's married and expecting a kid, so it's probably have to do with that too. Probably should be sure. I didn't say a name, so. She lives on this address. She lives on 123 Fake Street. Here's her social security number. Here's her credit card number. Wouldn't even matter anyways. No one watches this shit. I mean, 2 people do. Alright, I'm gonna end this now.